Okay, so I finished pocketing some servos out on the wing instead of the single servo there. And I made this little laser cut piece with this little socket guy here. This will go in the fuselage out to the receiver, and I'll just plug that in there. It's keyed, so you can only put it in the right way unless you really shove it in there. But all right, just epoxy and cabicilled those in. They are, well, they're not coming out for a while, hopefully. And I just got to make a little wingtip piece here to match that one, and I can start covering this.
You have a Jag.
Well, I'm pretty much done with all my mods on the Bob Martin Jaguar. I got some color put on the tail. I didn't do the bottom, just did the top to match the wing. But before I button this up, I just wanted to show a couple of things I had to do. I found that under the wing saddle there was quite a lot of space. On the wing right here there's a bump which kind of raised it up, and so I found that the wing you could rock it a little bit. So I just put some foam on there to try and raise that up and kind of give it some less movement. Also went to a nice wing connector here, which I'll show the other side when I get that put on. And let me go put the wing on and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, and then this, it's still curing, but this canopy was velcroed previously. I took that off and I'm using some canopy glue just to attach that. It will dry clear. It actually fits a lot better now. That Velcro made it not actually touch everywhere. So let me get the wing and put it on. All right, and here's with the wing on. I totally replaced the ailerons with some new balsa stock that I had. Got some Jeremy Clarkson Jag on there, simple stripe on that side. I ended up painting that piece white after giving it a light sanding, and it actually matches the Duraline plastic, I think, pretty well. Let me flip it over and I'll show you the changes on the bottom. Okay, here's the bottom. Went with I put some silver like monocoat stuff that I had from Hobby King, and then I had 5mm laminate that I put on top of that, and I wrapped it around each edge about 1/2 inch, and that will protect the bottom better. And then by wrapping it around, it gave the color on the other side something to grab onto, so I didn't have to wrap that color, so that way I can have a solid color on the bottom and the top. I also took out that central servo that was inside with torque rods, and I pocketed 2 a little smaller servos, and I was actually able to use the same control rods that were in there. It worked out just perfect. Center of gravity. So yeah, this thing's pretty much ready for a Maiden now. I just gotta dial it into the radio, and whenever I get out slope soaring again and it's windy enough, we'll get this thing out there flying. And here we have the Bob Martin Jaguar that I kind of refreshed. It's ready to go for its another maiden flight, probably 25 years after its last maiden flight. We have some elevator back there. We've got some aileron movement. I added some differential there so it doesn't travel down very much. And then on a switch, the throttle becomes spoilerons. If I get the right switch here, let's see. There we go. So that should help with landings. And yeah, looking forward to flying this thing again. Got the canopy all cleaned up with that glue. So there's no more of that Velcro on there. It's just the canopy. It's still setting. It'll get clear, but it's all scratched up and whatever, but you know, it's the original one. I wanted to leave it how it was. So, all ready. Hopefully I'll get a Maiden out of this pretty soon. Happy flying.